My name is James Williams Jr. This is kungfuhavok2. So I want to get you guys up to speed on a few things that I'm thinking about doing. Because the first thing I'm thinking about doing, for real, and hopefully I'll get the chance, is to improve my channel. The trick is I gotta see who I can talk into or convince when they can have a good day to actually bring guests onto my channel. I would love to do that. So if any of you out here who are my guests and in Charlottesville, Virginia, and want to talk, do some martial arts shit with me, hit me up. I'm gonna post this on Facebook also. So I'll try to keep this as PG-13 as possible. Martial arts is my life. It means more to me than the air I breathe. It means more to me than the water I drink. And since I don't have a woman, it means more to me than that. Alright? And I don't have children, so martial arts is my baby. Am I going to be married? I'm going to be married to martial arts. That way I can't ever get my heart broken. Might get beat up a little bit, but I won't have my heart broken. Okay, so here's how this thing works. I initially started out Kung Fu Havoc 1 and Kung Fu Havoc 2 to do martial arts. I've epically failed you all. Every now and again, you'll see me grab a weapon, whirl that thing around, make it look good, drop it, do some things, and I did a whole buttload of talking. See, drop some things. That one was not on purpose. I want to improve my channel. I want to grow my followers. I'm 45. I don't have a lot of time left. I got a lot of you following me on Facebook, and I just started Instagram, and yes, I'm going to get a Twitter. I don't know when that's going to happen, but it's going to happen. I'm going to get some help with some computer stuff in this computer class that I'm taking, so holy crow, well, hopefully I won't frack that up. I talk a lot about things that affect me directly and indirectly, and I hope to open y'all eyes on a lot of things. But mostly, I made this channel so I could do Kung Fu and launch a super failing acting career. Notice I said super failing acting career. I want to make Kung Fu movies so I can teach Kung Fu for free. The Kung Fu movies were supposed to support a gym, so that I can own a gym, make a few movies, buy the building, teach for free, make some movies to pay the light bill, the water bill, etc. But the important thing was for that I teach for free. I started Kung Fu Havoc back in the early 2000s, like right after I discovered Facebook and YouTube and MySpace. Some of my stuff made it to MySpace. I can't get any of that stuff back. My webisodes were stolen, so that's why most of you have no idea who I am. But I want to talk to people about getting some of my movie star people who were in my films as guest stars and make appearances, maybe do some demos, keep me back up to speed and get me back physically in shape to do the things I want to do. Snake, crane, mantis, tiger, excuse me, this is actually dragon, tiger, those kind of things. If you think that would improve the channel, please leave a comment, because I have actually no comments whatsoever on my page. I have small comments. Some of them have been negative. My Kung Fu Havoc 1, I've had a lot of bad negative comments. I've even had some trolls, and I've had to argue with them. And they're quick on their feet, and they quickly pitch the blame to someone else. One of my videos, I have a guy who calls me gay. It's cool. I'm not gay. I ain't got nothing against nobody that's gay. As you guys have watched any of my videos, I have touched on transgender and gay stuff because those things don't affect me directly, but they will affect me indirectly. I know a few gay people. Gay people are cool. Leave them the fuck alone. Because it'd be a damn shame for some of those cool gay people I know to whoop your ass. And yes, they can. Don't think that a person gay can't beat your ass. Because that's a really bad way of thinking. And it'd be really bad for you to explain to your family how you got your ass beat by somebody you called a sissy to. So, leave people alone. I don't promote violence if I can help it. Sometimes I talk a little violent. As I said, when you're on my channel, I'm going to give you 99.9. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm going to try to word the truth to you in a way that you can understand it. So it's not a lie. It is the truth. It's just that I left important facts out that you either aren't mature enough to take, or you just can't handle it, period. And you'll have to figure that shit out on your own. I dove a lot into my life in these channels. Yeah, I've put a lot of things out there that I normally wouldn't share. But here's the thing about being an actor. You have no privacy. So when you give up the independent business where people are just curious and they don't ask questions for paparazzi cameras and people chasing you all over the place, hey, this comes with the territory and you need to be prepared for it. And if you're not prepared for it, acting is not the job or the career for you. Now, I'm not saying to cut down on anybody's dreams because I haven't given up. I'm just sucking at it. But, you know, fight for your dreams. Live, fight for your dreams. I'm also working on a graphic novel. I already got one done. I need a publisher. So I'm still basically fumbling with my future. And the sooner I can get my future off the ground, the happier I'll be. If all I can do is write graphic novels and get paid, I'll still have my dojo. Because I'll buy a house and some land and I'll build my dream area. Movie studio, dojo, house. You know? But, you know, dreams do come true. It's just going to take me a whole lot longer, and I hope to get to there before I'm 60. You know, a good job at Disney and one of those Marvel films would probably put me over the top. So if you have any options for mixed characters, I'm free. Okay? I do have some do's and don'ts. And I do have a list of things that I have to rewrite down and put on the computer and print out so that people will know what I'm willing to do for my career and what I'm not. Alright, moving on. Yes, nudity is an option. So, example like doing kung fu in a nude, that's not comfortable. I've done that. It's not really a comfortable thing at all. Not even with Tai Chi, which is a lot of slow movement. But I want to know what you guys think on how I can improve the channel. Because your opinion does matter. Especially if it's a cool opinion that can help me actually get a better fandom than what I have with my blessed 49 watchers that I have right now. I'm almost at 50. Hell, I might actually be at 50. Most of those are probably sympathy votes, but a vote is a vote, and I thank you very much for being there for me. Now, in improving the channel, I also talk way too much on things that have nothing to do with kung fu. I'm going to try to limit that. I do blog a lot. It helps my PTSD. It helps my depression. It helps me out a lot. So every now and again, when you see these things, let me apologize to you for that right now. Because if I don't get it off my chest, it'll build up, and I'll be having more bouts of depression, and I don't like that. And no one should ever have to deal with depression. But the truth about depression is there is no true cure for depression. There is just treatment. That's another video in itself. I try to make videos that have some kind of impact. I try to make videos that make some kind of statement. I try to make videos that teach you and open your eyes to the world around you. Because to be a martial artist isn't always just kicks and punches. Martial arts is in everything that you do. Eat, breathe, sleep. The knowledge that you obtain. Martial arts is in all things. Now, a true martial artist will teach you this from day one. When you walk in that dojo, the first thing that a true sensei should probably ask you, why are you here? And what capacity of learning martial arts, how will that help you succeed in your life? Why do you need to learn martial arts? Now for me, I'm going to be honest, when I first started learning martial arts, it was not to defend myself. It was to become better at fighting. I had been fighting in the streets since I was 6 years old. That's no secret to anybody who's been watching this channel. That's no secret to anybody in Charlottesville that grew up in West Haven in the 70s and 80s. And that's no secret to people in the family that made me fight, because that's what people of color did. It was before things like that would now be declared child abuse. We called it how to make family members stronger, how to teach you how to survive, because I'm the runt of the litter. There's only 3 of us in this clan on my mom's side that has not made it to 5'5". I'm one of them. I'm only 5'3½", and we're just barely touching on that half. I have another cousin who's shorter than me, stocky but shorter than me, And it might be another cousin that's shorter than him. But we're the men that are short. Most of the women are taller than us. So we clearly got the short end of the very shitty stick. But the thing is, if you're a martial artist, your height, your weight, and your size is not even a factor. Your fighting skills is everything. So I'm grateful that I learned how to fight in the streets. I'm grateful that every time I went to a dojo, I learned that I can take what they taught me and incorporate it into what I do. Now here's the downside on that. How you train is how you fight. So if you train softly, you will fight softly. And that ain't always the best thing. It's great for movies. It's real great. Plus it's all choreographed dance. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, well, in a real fight, it doesn't work that way. You better be able to as fast as possible. And you better be able to have your direction of your strike. Block. Boom. So one hand here, strike. Boom, boom. And you got to remember to protect this and protect from their left, which is why it's boom, boom. And this hand's here to protect the right, but you also need to protect that left. So you need to be prepared. So first and foremost, there are thousands of different martial arts now. Thousands. Your job as a martial artist is not to be grounded in just one. Everybody's always bitching about what's the best style to learn. What's the best style to learn? Here's the thing. There's no such thing as the best style to learn. You're fighting a person. You're not fighting a style. Try to remember that first and foremost. You are not fighting a person who does MMA. You're fighting the person who was trained in MMA. MMA is a style. It's mixed martial arts. But you are not fighting mixed martial arts. You are fighting the mixed martial artist. So, if you and him are both MMA, which is mixed martial arts, you're going to have one hellish good time. Now, let's say you're an MMA master and you're going against someone homebred, homegrown from China who's either doing complete Wushu, complete Wing Chun, complete Shaolin Ryu, or complete Shaolin Monk, or the animal styles. Now, if you've never seen them and you're doing MMA, you better learn how to adapt real quick. Because you're coming in from Dragon, you're coming in from Tiger, Snake, Crane, Mantis. You better adapt. You better adapt. Thai fighting, capoeira, drunken master, drunken monkey. You need to be able to adapt. So when people ask me what's the best style to learn, here's my answer. All of them. Because you need to be able to adapt. Now you don't have to go to all these schools to learn all of them, but you better pay attention to a lot of the schools that are producing these phenoms. These people who are coming out of the woodwork from fucking diapers to black belts. They're coming out. They know everything. Buddha palm, snake, crane. There's more than one hand position for the crane, and the crane can swiftly turn into a snake. So, and a tiger can swiftly turn into a dragon. Dragon is wisdom, protects chi. That's why you start there. Tiger's aggression. It's already ready in launch position. So, snake to mantis to eagle. See the finger change? Mantis, eagle. You have to be able to adapt. Snake. For snake, go crane. The crane is the defender. The snake is the aggressor. The eagle is both. The tiger is the aggressor. The dragon is both. Because the dragon is the creature of wisdom. It is the wisest creature in the board. So to learn the dragon style would probably be the height or the be-all of all best martial arts to learn. Now here's where you have a problem. Most of the dragon masters, they're gone. And if they're not gone, they're in the Shaolin Temple. And by the time you get to the elevated level of that, you'll be older than me. So, learn all of them. Find a master who knows the bulk of most of them. Find the pushing hands master. find the palm master, iron butterfly. You may think these techniques sound funny, the names are funny, but they do exist. Most martial arts are also based on legend. So if you want to fight Wing Chun, you can have any hand style for Wing Chun these days. Initially, it was more like open hand. Same thing with karate, open hand. And then if you're in a karate school, you know your first thing. That's your first move there. Then you're up block, left, right, low, 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 high. You learn your blocks. Up block, down block, side block, side block. Left hand, right hand, same thing. You have to be equal on both sides, so you have to learn how to adapt. Now, as I was saying, I'm thinking about trying to get friends and guests on their days off to come live video with me, or at least video with me on this thing, because there's no editing when I record from the computer. I don't have the way of making the Wi-Fi work on this thing, so me being in different locations will be because I had to record it. I couldn't film the shit live. Now, the thing with that is that we all have the ability to do martial arts, which is another reason why no one knows who I am, because everybody and their mamas and their daddies, even if they're ashes, know a form, if not all forms of martial arts. So now I'm going to let you in on the biggest martial arts secret that no martial artist is supposed to tell you. Here's how I say to that. I like a challenge, and if you hate me for this, well, then you know I'm right. Before martial arts had a name, it existed. Martial arts was given a name, and martial arts, supposedly, this will be the argument of all time between Asia and Egypt. Martial arts origins, historically, is written down in a wall, in a pyramid, in Egypt. Okay, because people also believe that King Tut or King Ramses, one of them, had a vision of a future and traveled there before he died and came back and told everybody. So there's that. That has nothing to do with martial arts. The big war is, did it come from Egypt or did it come from Asia? Here's the thing. Martial arts has been worldwide before it had a name. Even barbarians used their legs once their blade was out of their hands. Their weapon skills were a little bit different. It had a different name, but it was not martial arts, but it was martial arts. Which goes back to martial arts isn't everything that you do. Eat, breathe, sleep, martial arts. Now, here is where I'm not supposed to tell you. Everyone knows martial arts. Everyone. Your body is fully capable of doing a front kick, a side kick, there's no room in here, a jumping front kick, etc. You've seen the movies. You come to a sensei, a sidoshi, a sifu, a senpai, a maestre, a maestra, a mentor, whichever high-ranking teacher did you choose to call yourself, depending on your cultural location, because in Japan it's sensei, in China it's sifu, and everywhere else it's whatever the fuck they want to call it. Our jobs, as your sensei, as your sifu, as your shidoshi, as your retainer, is to open the door of mystery. And the mystery of martial arts is really small, because you are going on a journey to improve yourself as a fighter and as a human being. You are on a path of ascension, like what I did there. You can go check that out on kungfuhavok2. You're on a path of ascension that will lead you to greatness, but greatness has no boundary. So you can be a great martial artist. There will always be a greater martial artist, either before you or behind you, ready to get beside you and go above you on that pedestal. And the younger you start, the better you are, because you have time to correct your form. Okay? Now, here's the trick. Most martial artists that are teaching, that are about that money, are going to exnate everything I just said. Oh, James is full of shit. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You take this and you got to do this. Well, here's the thing. I've beaten many of black belts who've had black belts in 2 years and have only studied for 2 years. You cannot earn a black belt in 2 years. And here's the kicker on that. A lot of martial arts schools insist on you being able to break a brick or a board, which absolutely has nothing to do with martial arts. That shit didn't happen until we came here. Once martial arts hit America, you had to have checks and balances. You had to have rules because you didn't want people to run around and have battles in the streets to see who's the best martial artist. Also, for that very reason, you would probably have a whole lot of bloodshed, and by the end of the day, there will be no martial artists because everybody wants to be the best. Let's get one thing straight. No one will ever be better than Bruce Lee. And if there is someone who's ever going to be better than Bruce Lee, it won't happen in my lifetime. Because there are a lot of great martial artists out here. And none of them will ever admit to being better than Bruce Lee. Unless they have a raw hair up their ass and they're like smoking something. Trust me, if you watch enough YouTubes, a couple of martial artists have had to recant that shit. I'm better than Bruce Lee. Yeah, and next thing you know, everybody's chunking down their ass about, oh, you think you're better than Bruce Lee. And you can be the next Bruce Lee. Or the next Bruce Lee. Or the next, whatever the hell the next great martial artist will be. But if you're trying to follow Bruce Lee, you're on an impossible journey. And I'm the king of the impossible. So you see how that works out. I'm going to give you a piece of advice. There's a song in one of the Fatal Fury movies about the God of His Hour. Run your own race, why go for second place, go on and grab a star. I live by that motto. I will never be better than Bruce Lee. I ain't even going to try. I will never be better than Jason David Frank to a lot of y'all. And the reason that is because when it comes to being discovered and being martial artists, you can be the best martial artist in the world and never be discovered. The people who make you famous, the TV, the fans, they are the ones who decide if you're the next Bruce Lee. Now, a lot of these younger people ain't never heard of Bruce Lee. But if they go watch his movies and then they compare you and your movies and they be like, yeah, for Bruce Lee's time, he was awesome. We're coming up with Mark Dacascos, Tony Jaa, Jet Li, Sammo Hung, Jackie Chan, Chuck Jeffries, Gary Daniels, Ray Park. Do I need to go on? Because there's a couple more black people I'd like to add. Hakeem Olsen, Billy Blanks, Eric Betts, Willie the Bam. Those guys from WMC Masters. Hope I covered all the black people. Now we can go into some Asians. My boy, Mike Chat. Larry Lamb. Do I need to go on? Because I can go on. Keanu Gwynn. We can go on to some Latins. Herb Perez. Need I go on? Damn near everyone in the WMC Masters were fucking awesome as hell. So when you're watching all these martial artists and you're trying to declare who's going to be the next Bruce Lee, you can't. Because martial arts is forever evolving. And that's what you need to learn. Which is why I need to evolve my channel so that you guys will know who I am. So now I have to go and start making requests on Facebook. So until the next time, thank you guys for watching. I'm James Williams Jr. Kungfuhavok2. Be seeing you.